What's up guys, it's Gaz, and welcome to the Warframe video, and we are in that Empyrean update, pretty deep at this point. It's been out for like 3 days. That's 72 whole hours of gameplay that people could have gone through, guys. So, me personally, I've probably played about like 20-ish hours of Railjack, I'd say, in those 72 hours, so my experience is not super hardcore, but I'm going to show you guys some really cool stuff today, show you some of the stuff I've been using for Railjack, show you a Wisp build I just thought of, because honestly, Wisp is one of the best Railjack frames in the game. We're also going to be going over one of my subscribers' comments, and it's going to give you lots of info on the damage types for Railjack, guys. I'm going to put his comment up on the screen. I'm not going to have it up on the screen the whole time. The reason I have it on the screen, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but you're a cool dude. I've definitely been seeing you commenting on the videos for a while, and you seem like you know your stuff, dude. So thanks for watching the channel, as always. So I'm going to like go over it. But it's definitely going to be like a lot of other stuff in the video too. We also have like a mini build for you today. So yeah, I found this mod I really like for the Railjack called, you know what, I forgot the name of it, so let's just get into the gameplay right now because I show the builds in there. Alright, we're also going to read that comment while we're in the gameplay, guys. This is a solo mission. This is the final mission on Earth we're going to be going. It's called like Tau Temple or something like that. Also, I know it's a lot of stuff right here. Everything that says Mark III on it, I paid 50 plat to use. Because honestly, I haven't gotten 15,000 titanium at this point after like 15, 20 hours of Railjack gameplay. So, yeah, everything that says Mark III on it costs 50 plat because there's like a instant rush drone thing you can get. So it basically cost me like probably like 200-ish plat for all the stuff I have equipped currently on my Railjack. Just because the resource cost is insane. But they did say they're going to be looking at these resource costs, so yeah, we're using the ice turret in the front. Ice turret's really good. I definitely recommend the ice turret Mark III. I'm also using the, I think it's the toxin turret. The toxin turret, like the carcinogen or whatever it's called, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think the other, like rapid fire ones are better personally, but I still am not test all this stuff out. Oh, by the way, the combat avionic I was talking about, that this whole build's focus on, is called Seeker Volley. It's a flux energy ability, so it costs flux energy right there. I'm like getting some of that stuff. Also, here's my avionics. There's lots of stuff in Railjack. Feel free to slow down the video if you want to like look at any of these like individual things I have leveled up. Basically, I have level 4 tactical, which allows me to teleport back to the ship from anywhere by using the flamethrower button, like the button for your Omni tool. I've got level 5 gunner, which lets me use the mega cannon on the ship. That mega cannon is the only type of weapon the ship can use that will destroy a cruise ship. Usually, you have to like infiltrate them and blow up the core, but our main artillery cannon on here, using level 5 gunner, that can one-shot the cruise ship with a red crit. And I was not using my new Wisp build in this video. I actually realized during this gameplay that I needed to make a new Wisp build. So yeah, I also have level 7 engineer. That doesn't really matter as much. Level 8 engineer should make a bigger difference because I'll get upgraded Arcwing stuff. But yeah, I just want to have engineer leveled up just so people could like, I feel like there's not many people playing engineer right now is what I'm trying to say. And I think Wisp is actually the best engineer in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading off this damage stuff for you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for the work that you did in this research. Awesome subscriber of mine. We're gonna be reading it off word for word. So, and we're also gonna have this gameplay up. So yeah, I'm going to Iota Temple, which is the final Earth mission, about like level 15 fighters, I believe. And we're using that Seeker Volley to kill like 10 fighters at the same time. It's really good for these low-level missions if you're doing them solo. Because like if you see where the enemies are coming from, it just nukes them all down. But the problem with this, guys, is it's bad at high levels. I would never use the Seeker Volley at the Veil, like high level stuff. I think Tether might be more useful there. I also don't have every combat avionic, so keep that in mind. Alright, I'm gonna start reading this off. So here's some vital info about Railjack damage. Elements change, and here are the changes. Slash damage becomes particle. The effect of particle is called tear. Ships received increased damage, so slash damage becomes a debuff if you proc it with stash chance. Stash chance is extremely important, guys, because these status effects that are on the Railjack weapons, they're really, really good. Not just the Railjack weapons, like in Railjack missions, period. So status chance is better than critical chance for the time being. Hopefully they buff critical to be better, but I think it's just armor scaling, honestly. I was trying to test if the corrosive projection works on the ships. It's kind of hard to tell. I want to say it does, but at the same time, like, getting the exact numbers is a little bit dicey sometimes. Okay, moving on. So Slash is a debuff, pretty good for Slash. Impact becomes ballistic. Effect is called Concuss. Crew within a gunship have reduced aim and damage, so this one does not seem good. Just like Impact was bad before, it seems bad still. So it basically just makes the enemies in the cruise ship you're shooting like have worse aim. Moving on, Puncture becomes Plasma. Effect Decompress. Ship has reduced shields and armor. That's also a really good sounding one right there. Puncture and Slash both have things that increase your damage. Getting exact numbers on this is not going to be super simple, so I'm just going to go off what's on this comment. The exact nitty-gritty math can be figured out by somebody else, because I don't really like doing that stuff, to be honest. So, but this is like the kind of things I like to give you guys info on, like the general gist of things and how to just effectively mod your stuff. So, Puncture and Slash are debuffs, really good. Impact is making enemies in the ship have worse aim. Heat damage becomes Incendiary. Effect is called Sear. Ship receives damage over time, so it's going to burn. I've used it a little bit. It doesn't seem too powerful. I wouldn't recommend that one, really. Moving on, Electricity becomes Ionic. The effect is called Scramble. Ship flight controls are disabled. That sounds relatively good, just because that's going to make it so the ship's probably going to stop, and you can hit it with your arc gun, or you can hit it with your turrets much easier. So Electric might be decent. Toxin becomes Chem. Effect, Intoxicate. Attacks any closest enemy and will be attacked in return. So it's basically a rad proc when you have pure Toxin in your weapon. And that can be kind of nice, because if you think about it, some of the fighters near that rad proc fighter are not going to be shooting you. They're going to be shooting at that fighter instead. It's going to make your ship indirectly more tanky. And honestly, being tanky in Railjack is pretty important. So Toxin seems pretty good as well. Moving on, Cold becomes Frost. Wow, how original. Effect, Immobilize. Ship flies forward to a stop. That's also a pretty good one. Lots of these base elementals are pretty good. So, and then he says secondary elementals break down to primary. So Corrosive becomes Toxin Electric, which becomes Chem and Ionic. So the best elemental combination, it sounds like, might be let's see, it could be Corrosive, honestly, or it could be honestly Slash and Puncture sound like the best ones, but for elementals, it's most likely going to be Corrosive and Cold, because that's going to slow the enemy down, make the other people attack them, and also it will make them stop moving as well. So that ship is getting mega wrecked if you start shooting it with Corrosive Cold. Crit seems to have a different calculation, not sure though. So I do hope they buff Crit, because I do want Crit weapons to be useful. But as it stands right now, he says the best arc gun is the Cygnus, 360 mods. I know a lot of people were commenting on my video yesterday that another content creator has put out a video on the Cygnus, and I do really appreciate that you guys let me know the best strats, just like I'm trying to let you guys know the best strats. But yeah, like I said, please don't promote other channels in the comments of the videos. I do really appreciate you guys letting me know about that one though. So he's saying don't suggest Crit, damage multi-shot, 360 mods in the Cygnus. That's going to be your best bet. I'm pretty sure the Cygnus has really high impact in Slash, so that makes sense. It shreds the enemy armor. Armor scaling is mega borked in this game, so it makes sense, honestly. So maybe we put Corrosive mods on the Cygnus with 360, so Corrosive Cold Cygnus with a damage and multi-shot minus Zoom Riven. That's going to be your best bet, guys, and that should annihilate stuff. So I've seen people buying Cygnus Rivens in trade chat today, so maybe jump on it. Apparently Phaedra is number 2. I saw another comment about that. Thank you so much for all that information, guys. Also, additional fire rate. Wisp is probably the best Railjack frame so far. Her motes do work on the arc wings. Also, she's an amazing base infiltrator. I don't know if we're going to get to the part in the gameplay here where I actually infiltrate this base, but it's really good. You can solo it so quickly. You place your motes in like all the doorways, and those motes, you can teleport to them with your 3. So if you have a high casting speed like the build I just showed you at the beginning of the video, that's going to let you teleport throughout the entire ship. You're going to get from the door to the core you need to destroy faster than any other frame. Maybe Nova would be a little bit faster than you, or possibly Gauss, but Gauss runs on the walls all the time. I think Nova would most likely be faster, but I have not tested Nova, because honestly, the motes that Wisp gives to her teammates are good even if they didn't work on the arc wing, because it lets you run around the ship faster to put out fires. It gives you a health buff to not die to the invasion crews. It gives you the shock mote to shock the invasion crews. She's the best, guys. She really is the best. And now that we can get Umbra Forma, you can make an Umbral Wisp build more reliably. You won't have to be like, oh crap, the Wisp Prime is not out. Like, I'm just gonna waste this pretty much, which I know a lot of people would feel like that way, because they were so stingy with the Umbra form before, is what I'm trying to say. Now we got them, so we're good to go on this in the future, guys. So Umbra Wisp is a go. If anything gets nerfed about her, it would probably just be that the modes don't work at Arcwing. I don't see anything else about her getting nerfed because she's not overpowered. So definitely get on that. And that's the entire thing about the damage. So thank you so much again. I'm going to put his comment on the screen really quickly one more time just so you guys can see the username for him. I think he has some YouTube videos too. So there you go. And then, yeah, this is the gameplay right here, guys. So these are higher level fighters, so it's not as easy as the video I showed you the other day. But then again, I have lots of upgrades I didn't have the other day. I have like 3 or 4 Mark III ship parts, one of those being a shield generator. So my shield generator, the recharge delay is like 1 second, so if I don't take damage for like an entire second, my shield starts regenerating. It's like 4% per second too, so it's really, really nice. Also, like at the beginning of the video, you probably saw me using the missile launcher. For these low-level Earth missions, that's pretty much like just like using old Ember 4. Like, you're just going to insta-kill the stuff, and it doesn't require much effort. But like I said, it doesn't work at high levels. A level 43 ship takes like 100 damage from those missiles, guys, and that's not going to be enough to kill it. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Also, there's something really cool that works in Arcwing. If you have the Smita Kavat, the Smita Kavat can give you a critical chance buff that makes guaranteed orange crits while it's active. That works in Arcwing. So if you have a Smita equip and you ever see that orange critical chance buff going off, jump into Arcwing immediately and go start mowing down ships with whatever your gun is. Because crit might not be as good as status, but guaranteed orange crits on every bullet is better than status. So, and if you're running the Cygnus with a full status build, why not just orange crit in every shot? So definitely keep that in mind. Then here I'm going to do this base solo. This is the gameplay. This is not a pinnacle of gameplay right here, guys. I was just like trying this out for the first time. This is the first time I ever tried this mission solo. But honestly, I think my Arcwing is faster than my Railjack, so I just wanted to fly over there in the Arcwing. So this is the asteroid hangar. There's multiple different secondary objectives that will come up. This one in particular, you need to enter the ship. You need to go find a console to hack. Once you hack that console, a red radiator on the outside of the ship will appear. If you have the Railjack team near the Starkiller base, when you're over there, they can shoot it immediately. But if you're doing a solo like this, you just need to hack the console and get outside of the base right away, and then go back in. It's like there's 2 radiators that appear, kill both the radiators, and then there's a ship inside. You need to steal the ship. Basically just enter the ship, really, is what it means. And then it will take you back to your Railjack, and the mission should be over if you kill all the fighters, kill all the cruise ships, and destroyed the base. Also, you can get lots of materials in these containers for these bases, guys, so if you're not in a super huge rush, you might want to destroy them, because, like I said, like, good materials. I got 42 carbides there. Someone was trying to tell me that an Umbra Forma can come from the rare containers that appear in there. Also, the 50 plant repair drones can also be in those rare containers, so yeah. I'm not super happy about how high the resource costs are, but what are you going to do? They said they're going to look at them. I definitely think 15,000 titanium is way too much. I've played a ton of Railjack, and I only have like 7,000 titanium, maybe a little bit more than that, like 8,000 titanium. So with all the time I've been playing, I wouldn't be able to unleash one Mark III weapon, guys. So it definitely needs to get tuned a little bit. They even said in the red text for the first day, it's like, we know the economy is not perfect, so we're sorry about that, but bear with us. They said bear with us in like the patch notes for all the updates the last couple days, so I definitely am going to bear with them, because I've actually been having a lot of fun. I was playing this earlier today, and I'll probably put that gameplay in another video in the future, but we were doing a high-level Veil mission, and I was playing Engineer, like full role Engineer, and it's really fun to play Engineer as Wisp. I definitely think she's the best Engineer. Some other things about some frame choices, guys. I know like not everyone can play Wisp at the same time, so some other choices that can happen. So Railjack, or not Railjack, but Warframe passives work in the Arcwing, so you can use Garuda and go low health before you go into Arcwing, and apparently that works. That sounds kind of OP, but that works. Also, Hildren's passive works as well, which is like shield gating, so those are both really nice. Some other Warframe passives that could be good. Let's see, what else would there be? If you can think of some cool Warframe passives, I definitely am really happy that people who watch my channel seem to be good Warframe players as well. If you have any good ideas for some Warframe passives that would work in Arcwing and that are effective, feel free to put them in the comments, and if it's a good one and I use it in the video, I'll definitely credit you, for sure. So, yeah, let's just. I think is the gameplay over? Yeah, the gameplay's over. I want to. Oh, by the way, make sure you remember to refine your resources before you leave. Unlike me, because I lost a little bit of resources here. So, what are you gonna do? That's me basically it, guys. I know I'm spamming videos. Like, there's been 3 videos in the last day, but I really wanted to get this out and show you how fun Seeker Array is, or Seeker Volley. Okay, by the way, where I got Seeker Volley to drop, I did get it to drop from a Veil mission, so I don't know if it drops in the low-level ones too. But yeah, I got that to drop. I fully upgraded it immediately because it just sounded really cool. It fires 50 homing rockets at max charge, guys. That's probably the most fun thing I've seen in Empyrean. So I would definitely recommend it. It does like nuke down low-level missions, and it might actually work on some of the earlier Saturn missions too. So definitely keep an eye out for that one, and you can get hype when it drops for you. As far as some additional videos in the future, I do really want to do a Kuva Tonkor video. Once like we get some concrete numbers on everything, like what percentage of armor shred is on these different types, like slash and puncture, we can maybe get like the supermost meta stuff. But so far it seems like, unless DE changes this anytime soon, corrosive cold with high impact and slash numbers are your best bet for dealing DPS with an arc gun. This unfortunately the turrets are a little bit more annoying to use than an arc gun, because you can use the Amisha to slow stuff down, and then like since you're already in the Amisha, why not just use an arc gun to blow up that ship right in front of you? Like, that's at least how I look at it. So yeah, we'll see if they like, the reason I want to put out like a best arc gun video or anything like that is because I think they might change some stuff, honestly. Like next week, I think there's some changes that might be coming to the DPS and all that for the arc stuff, especially with that undocumented nerf to the numbers of these weapons. I honestly hope they comment on that, but I'm not holding my breath, so hopefully they can at least put it in some of the patch notes. I'll talk to you guys next time. Hopefully you found this really helpful. You should definitely, I think it's worth playing Railjack, for sure. I think it's really fun. It is a lot of work to get those 6 million credits and the 15 Argon crystals and all that stuff to get it to go, but it's some of the most fun I've had playing Warframe in a really long time, guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest, this is more fun than Fortuna to me, and I refer to this as Star Fox. Like, it's not Warframe gameplay to me, but I really do enjoy it, and I can't play it for hours on end. Like, I still do. Like, I might make a new Lich or something like that today, but like, there's a lot of stuff to do still. I really like Kuva Survival Fissures, etc., etc. This video's gone on long enough. I'll talk to you guys next time. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace.